Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Friends, it's time for a little Saturday morning React-TOONS featuring Robotech. This day we're watching episode 56, Crisis Point, because everything, friends, is coming to a head. Before we get started, if you could do me a huge favor and hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and it allows me to alert you next time we go live. And of course, if there's anything that we do, Robotech included, that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But my dear friends, all that is then and this is now, and now it's time to journey back into the stars or into the mud, blood, guts, and all that good stuff with the 15th as we watch Robotech episode 56, Crisis Point. Prepare to engage maximum warp reaction. And away we go! Fanfare! Oh, shit's so hokey. I have people in my house. They hear me doing that, and I get questions like this. Are you saying fanfare? I am indeed, other residents of my home. In case I piqued your interest, the follow-up question to that is, of course, why? I have no answer for that one. I'm going to both miss this leg of Robotech, and I'm also really looking forward to the next part. Let's see what we have.
And Dana Sterling and the rest of her squad became the prisoners of the cryptic Robotech master.
Let's see.
It is a grim reminder of the horrors of war, especially a war fought with the awesome weaponry forged from the science of Robotech knowledge.
Good narration. Really solid.
There's no sign of a ventilation system of any kind. Logically, we should be suffocating.
Yeah, our good buddy Zor, who kept the enemy informed of every move we made.
That's not fair!
That's right. After all, love is blind, and a woman can be excused for overlooking a little character flaw like that,
Fascinating. The Earthlings have a tendency to turn on each other when in captivity.
We have a tendency to turn on each other no matter what.
As to the prisoners, my suggestion is that the 4 of them should be reprocessed into clones straight away.
Aren't there 5 of them?
Increased his bioenergy index above that of any other clone. We believe it has.
There's 5 of them.
Quadrant 4 reports that Zor Prime is missing.
What?
Repeat, Zor Prime is not in his assigned sector. All security units report to Clone Quadrant 4.
Oh shit.
Musica, you must try to lift your spirits. Octavia and I are here. We will accompany you.
In the Gata de V.
Perhaps the music will free my mind from... No. It's hopeless.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Yes, I am guilty of wondering what it must have been like before the Triumvirate when each of us was able to act independently. I wonder, what is it like to feel love? You can't mean such a thing, Musica. You can't.
I'm wondering if her talking about it's going to turn the other two.
He can't have gone far in this amount of time. Agreed. Why don't we split up and take sectors 1 by...
What is it? What's happened?
I hate that effect on the voices.
In his present condition, he's capable of anything.
I understand. I know what I must do now. Musica, did you hear? Oh.
The animation's pretty solid in this one. Especially that scene with Musica.
Search wanders dazedly through the labyrinth of the huge ship's residential sector.
Just like Macross City, baby.
Who is it?
Hurry up, Zor.
It's Dana. I love it. I love it. She's breaking free too.
They're going to deprogram you, Zor.
Well, something brought me here. Something guided my steps. But what was it?
Love.
A city in the sky where men and women were walking under a bright sun. The place seemed somehow familiar to me.
Oh, now he can't remember his time on Earth?
That does it, you two-timing alien! Zor!
Definitely mixed memories.
Somebody's got to keep an eye on him.
That does it, you two-timing alien!
Welcome, stranger.
Keep an eye on him.
I like this.
You are Zor Prime, a clone of the first Robotech master.
What?
They'll deprogram you if they think you know too much. What have you done to Zor?
It
Huh?
was only a low-gain destabilizer. The clone will...
Oh, okay.
Oh, Colonel, please.
Musica, there was a time when we were chosen to be mates and you refused me. I can hardly believe you expect me to disobey my orders on your account.
Oh,
That voice isn't doing any Carno any help right there. There was a time when you were betrothed to me.
your sisters are here now, Musica. Everything will be all right.
That's the problem.
Musica! Oh, I must fight Bowie. I must. Oh, Musica!
I like how she turns in like a cloud of tears.
Hey, easy with the pea shooter.
We are to proceed to the place of termination.
Now wait a second.
Oh, okay.
Buster, you can't just bump us off.
Back.
There is no Geneva Convention in space, Dana.
Come along, all of you.
You'll never get away with this.
My sisters, my people, forgive me.
I'm gonna run a motherfucker over.
Hey, watch out!
What is...
Oh, bingo.
If I'm not mistaken, this must be the nerve center of the entire ship.
I'm sure you're right, Louie.
It will have to be deactivated if you hope to escape.
Well, I'll be. So what you're saying is this chamber's the whole shooting match. Tell you what, if we throw a couple of cobalt grenades in there, we'll bring this ship down so fast it'll make you dizzy. I hate to break it to you, but your people and mine are at war.
Angelo, she's right.
There's a ton of innocent people in here, yeah.
What? Don't tell me you agree with them, ma'am.
Yes, I'm afraid I do. Let's go.
Huh?
Angie, haven't you figured it out yet? Whatever you think, Dana's going to do and think the opposite.
Of course, his matrix must be completely restored before we begin the transfer.
The voice sounds a little bit like, I don't know if anybody, I might be wrong about this. In Roger Rabbit, whenever the villain is revealed at the end and you hear the voice, it's like it's a frequency of that.
I talk! Yes!
I believe those gauges are indicators of the degree to which his memory matrix has been restored.
Again, Louie, I'm with you.
Ages to show full.
Yes, exactly. If we want him to have a memory.
If you think that's necessary.
Reinstatement of memory matrix is now completed.
The hairstyles with the masters are my favorite.
Don't anybody move.
It's the prisoners. Musica.
Get Zor. The rest of you just stay where you are.
By all means, move.
All right, I've got him.
Shoot him.
They're only trying to save him from being destroyed!
I only know what I can see. They're the enemy, and you're a traitor.
Oh, one got shot and all three went down. That was cool. Little Tomax and Zaymot stuff there.
Zor, you're awake.
Yes, I guess I am.
Well, if you ask me, it's a little early to start celebrating. We've still got to find ourselves a way out of this joint, remember?
Yeah, it's not good kissing each other's asses quite yet. Whew. Bioroids, and we're driving a car, sorta. That wet thud sound when they went past that triumvirate.
Get down, everybody.
Now these are the Invid killers too. To make matters even worse.
They call them bioroids. That ring any bells?
They're familiar.
Oh, great.
Of course, the bioroids. Now I remember.
Well, he should have it all, right?
But Zor, didn't you know? You were their eyes and ears. You were sent to Earth as their spy.
A spy?
The Masters planted a neural sensor in your brain. You had no control over it, Zor.
Like the feedback.
It sounds like some kind of alarm.
It's a battle alert.
What?
Your forces must be attacking us.
Perfect timing, Emerson. Perfect timing, buddy.
Emerson would never attack when his own godson's on board. You have any reason to want to blow you to smithereens, Bowie?
Will you be quiet?
Shut up, Sean!
He doesn't have a special reason.
Great. So much for family feeling. I guess that means we'd better make our move right now.
You got it. Let's show these bioroids what the 15th Squadron's made of.
15th, you were, are, and forever will be on your own.
On my order, you will launch the second wave.
Marie, get in there. Your hound dog boyfriend is in trouble.
Almost. It's a rather delicate procedure. There. Alley-oop.
Suck on that.
There isn't much time. The ship will be destroyed soon. I must get to the barrier control.
Musica's gonna get killed, isn't she? Damn it.
Musica!
There is a knob in the lower right of the console. Push it. A lever should appear.
Yes, there it is.
This is really cool. Woo, nice shooting. Dana? So much for those invid hunters. Oh, never mind.
How many of these tin-plated zombies are there?
Take cover. Marie.
What the?
Zor.
Good for you, Zor!
Go get him.
You three go ahead. I'll stay here and delay them.
But Zor!
I know what I'm doing. Don't worry, I'll catch up with you.
Gotta trust him. Gotta trust him. Oh my god.
Ugh, what a pile of robo junk.
It would appear to be some kind of a salvage yard.
Louis, about how much time would you need to make repairs on 5 hovercraft?
What?
Could be done if all their thrusters and gyro stabilization units are still intact, but I can't guarantee you that they'd handle very well.
Interesting. Take Bioroid hovercraft and put them on the tanks.
Notify all of our Ajax. We'll maintain this position for just 5 minutes.
Sir, have you forgotten the 15th Squadron's still aboard that ship?
Buying them as much time as we can.
Let's hope this works.
Nice job, Louis. That's badass. That is cool.
Oh, Zor.
I betrayed my friends.
Don't owe Zor nothing. He's wrecking shit.
Everything I touch turns to ashes.
Embrace it.
So be it.
Yep, there we go.
That big explosion, it could only have come from somewhere in the main control center of the ship, Lieutenant.
But Zor, you stupid alien, you said you'd catch up with us. Oh no!
It's not the way any of that works.
I'm truly sorry about that, ma'am. I know you were fond of him.
Huh?
Riding that wave out, baby.
6 enemy hovercraft closing quickly, but they're being piloted by battloids. It's the 15th Squadron! They've made it through, sir!
Hell yeah. That whole ship's going up, isn't it?
Musical.
Can she survive away from them? Oh my god. If they die, will she die?
My sisters.
I guess not. All right, everybody, we just got done watching the 56th episode of Robotech Crisis Point, and the only thing left to do is talk about it. All right, everybody, we just got done watching Crisis Point, the 56th episode of Robotech. I thought this was an exceptional episode. I thought the animation was stepped up in parts too, like especially like, I guess it was a cobalt grenade that Louis made with like kind of like almost like the energon lights around the outside. Reminded me a little bit of Transformers the movie, that same color hue and everything. Really cool stuff, that like glowy flickery shit. Really, really cool animation. Really cool story too. You know, again, we're faced with this weird conundrum with the 15th in that, you know, they're in the position to make massive changes to everything, but they're not really allowed to make massive changes to everything because it's a way above their pay grade. You know what I mean? It's like they have the tools of the gods, but they are not gods themselves. And we saw that best represented inside this, you know, they wanted to take out the ship, but then to do so, you're killing basically a huge civilian population. And so, you know, it's this it's a morality question that should not be posed to infantry people, you know, like these tank soldiers and whatnot. But again, they're forced to make this thing. And so I think it was really interesting that when presented with that problem and the idea of being able to take out the entire ship and really cripple the masters, they opted not to. Now, again, Angie wanted to go in guns a-blazing. I'm not necessarily against that either, you know, the needs of the many, so to speak. And in many ways, I feel that Dana was wrong not to pursue that path. But again, that's just my own kind of superimposing the questions and the answers to that morality issue that I would make in that moment. And I just don't know. I mean, I think it's really, really cool that you've got these foot soldiers essentially that are given these incredibly important decisions to make. And again, it's what I've always really loved about this leg. The 15th are such a great group. You've got incredibly fleshed out characters with them. In comparison, I mean, of course, you're going to be able to say, you know, in other shows and things like that, we've had a lot more depth and things like that. But using Robotech as an example, you know, especially the Macross, the 15th has been incredibly developed in comparison. I mean, we know stuff about Angie and Louie, and I've said this before, but I mean, it bears repeating that, you know, this is a really defined, really fleshed out group. And so when we are posed with these morality issues where it's like, hey, we can kill everybody on the ship and help Earth, you know how certain people are going to respond to it. You know when there's a situation of like responsibility or importance that Sean Phillips is just going to be like, who gives a shit, you know? Because that's him. He doesn't care about command. He doesn't care about rules. He doesn't care about, you know, he's there for whatever is right in his mind. His definition of right, the moment, whatever makes him happy, that's Sean. And again, with Louie's always looking at the technological aspects of everything. You know, oh, this must be this and all this must be that. And we know Louie well enough now that when he says something, we're pretty sure he's right, which again is just so super cool to be able to have these characters that are able to now develop these themes after a series of really kind of putting the work in. You know, doing the legwork, making sure that we as an audience understand what makes them tick. Now they can put them into places and we don't have to say, I wonder how so-and-so is going to respond to this, or is anyone in the group not going to like this? We already know that. We already know the answers to it. We already know that Angie and Dana are not going to, you know, when they agree on something, then it's you should be absolutely convinced that that's the right course of action, because they start on opposite sides of the spectrum. And if they ever get to a point of unison, you've reached your compromise, everybody. It's time to take that to the bank and full steam ahead. So now I'm curious, because we've had what looks like the destruction of the main Robotech Master ships. I could see that there were still several other like support craft and things like that were not, you know, damaged or destroyed, I don't think, in that kind of culminating battle, but the big ship was gone. That's the big ship that had all of the triumvirate people, like the people in charge, all of them seemed to be on that ship. And so they went up, you know, Musica's sisters went up. And I'm wondering if that is a faux pas, or maybe I missed something, but whenever they were in that firefight and the guards came in, the 3 guards started shooting and we hit, I think Dana hit, or Angie, one of them hit one of the guards. And as soon as that guard went down, the 2 other ones, I don't believe were hit either. They fell, like Tomax and Zaymot, the Crimson Guard commanders from G.I. Joe that could feel each other get hurt and stuff. With that being said, I wonder if that's the, you know, was that typical? Is that what it's supposed to be? If one of them dies, the other 2 die? Because my argument there is Musica's sisters died and Musica should have passed too. Now, again, do you have to be in a proximity? That might be an easy way to kind of, you know, hand wave it. I don't know, but that was the only thing that kind of like rang unsettling for me in this episode. I wonder now, though, if that is in fact the destruction of the Robotech Master ship. You know, we basically, all of the head has been cut off the snake. I wonder now if, you know, there could potentially be a Zentradi type of thing with the remnants kind of, you know, wanting to reach some type of peace, knowing that the Invid are still coming. It's maybe better to join forces now that everybody's pretty much decimated each other. Probably exactly what the Invid wanted. It's just crazy, but I'm thinking to myself now, so this is episode 56, and I believe we have 57, 58, 59, and 60 is a transition episode or not. We have at least 3 more episodes, and I'm wondering if we're going to have kind of a loose correlation to what we had in Macross, where we had like the downtime after the final confrontation. I don't know. I'm not really sure if that's what we're going to have, and if we do, I'm a little concerned about it, because if we spin our wheels in basically like world building and resolution, I don't know if that weakens the story or not. I mean, I'm giving these creatives a harmony goal in this stretch here, and Carl Masick in this stretch, an idea to really. They've done great so far. So if they want to do that, that's perfectly fine with me. I mean, I can't stop them. They did it 40 years ago. But again, if they, I will give them every benefit of the doubt creatively to see if they want to pull that off. I think I have a bad taste in my mouth from the end of Macross and how off kilter that was. So I shouldn't, presuppose that it's going to be the same way, but whatever. Show is so good. It's so good. I'm wondering if we have any, now we still have the flower of life. Are we going to, have some type of move there to kind of ready that for the Invid? Are we going to have any type of are they going to be able to narratively talk about the Invid? I'm very curious now to see how this all plays out. And again, romantically or socially, do Dana and Zor end up together? Do Musica and Bowie end up together? Do Sean and Marie end up together? Are there any other comparisons that we have thrown in here? Do we have Nova and what's his name? Colonel, crap, I forget his name, but are they going to end up together? We'll have to see, my friends. If you could do me a favor, hit that like button, smash that subscribe, ring that bell for notifications. It greatly helps out a small channel and allows me to alert you next time we go live with some Saturday morning React-TOONS. And of course, if there's anything that we do that you would like early or in its full-length format, the link to our Patreon is in the description. But my dear friends, all that is then, and this is now, and unfortunately, it's time for us to say goodbye from Robotech. So where should we say goodbye from? Well, friends, we're part of the 15th, and because I thought this scene was especially cool, we have to make our escapes as well, my friends. So we are in our Battloids, but we're following and flying on Bioroid hover sleds, courtesy of one Louie, who was able to repair a shitload of them in record time. So, my friends, as we are flying on our hover sleds and we look over at one another with our Battloids, what do? Do you wave? Do you give a slim pickings as you're, going down towards Earth? What do you do, my friends, in that moment of mania where 2 distinct properties, the Bioroids and our Battloids and the glorious 15th, combine to form this escape? My dear friends, until we can see the conclusion of this leg of Robotech, and all the fun I'm sure will come in the next leg, Vulcan roll, and I'll see you.